Welcome to the Fresno Football Club Match Day pregame show. This program is sponsored by Tioga Sequoia Brewing Company.
Hello and welcome to Fresno FC Match Day, the Fox's official pregame show. I'm Nick King at the Fox Den at Tioga Sequoia Brewing Company. Los Zorros extended its unbeaten streak to 6 matches Sunday, although that game against San Antonio FC finished in a scoreless tie. First time this year, Fresno FC did not find the back of the net, which isn't to say there weren't chances. Los Zorros outshot San Antonio FC 19-7, and 7 of those Foxes shots were on target. Here's a look at some of them in this week's key moments.
In Scottsdale, Arizona, and then this San Antonio FC team again. We're underway. This concludes the USL weekend, and it's in Fresno. The sun is out. Fresno FC taking on San Antonio FC. Corner swinging in. Easy work on the first ball. Johnson knocks it ahead again, and it's well over from Mickey Daly. A feature on him. Verhoeven rising to challenge with the Foxes. Played through for Juan Pablo Caffa. Caffa still going towards the goal line. It's cleared away by Cochran.
And it's that little flick by Johnson. You gotta love that. Caffa doing everything he can to just get a little scoop up and over Restrepo.
Taken away, wonderful from Ribeiro. Ribeiro on the cutback, plays it out in front for Johnson. One touch, he slides it back. Still alive, shot, twisting. And Caffa lines it into Restrepo.
You gotta like the way that they're going forward as a unit right now.
Another turnover, this by Castillo. Ribeiro is out in front. Caffa got a touch. Now Ribeiro! Woo, that was almost part 2. 9 corners in the opening 44 plus minutes now for the Foxes. Johnson. Header is just wide.
It goes into a dangerous spot. Attempts, you can see.
Verhoeven. Navarro. Serving. Wonderful ball. What a save by Restrepo. Caffa had that inside the post. Restrepo knocked it aside.
On the far end, and then the teasing ball in. Caffa.
Barrera. Headed up by Navarro. Castillo got a touch. Caffa lofts. Header knocked over by Restrepo. He got just enough. It's a corner on the way for Fresno.
As it gets cleared out here by Castillo, but he knows his player is in the mix there. But this save by Restrepo couldn't have been any better. He times it right. He just pushes it over the top of the bar.
Caffa into the corner. Caffa onto his left, crossing. It's knocked away. Restrepo. Follow-up is over the crossbar. And will that do it for San Antonio? They assured themselves a draw on the road.
And just mentioned about this near post run. There it is from Ribeiro, and he nearly got a touch on it. And that's...
There were 4,850 fans at Chachansey Park Sunday night, making Fresno FC's average attendance after 5 home games 5,518. That's good for 12th best in the USL out of 33 teams. San Antonio FC and Phoenix Rising FC, the site of Los Zorros' next 2 road games, both in the top 8 in attendance, averaging close to 7,000. So again, no goals against San Antonio FC, but Fresno FC did play 2 games last week, and one of the goals against Tulsa Roughnecks FC did show up as one of the USL's top plays of Week 6.
Belmar finding his way through. Belmar scores. It's his second for Swope. Have they stolen 3 points on the road?
Verhoeven again. Boy, he's really provided a spark. This teenager in the Whitecaps Academy. Another long-range shot. You gotta be kidding me. What a goal.
Trying to make
one more
happen.
chance. Back heel. Vaquero. Oh my goodness.
Farby has Mulligan behind him. He'll go 1v1 versus Adam. Cross comes in towards the back of the box. Shot taken and a goal by Jeremy Abromasi. And we are level in the 56th minute.
What? Ball kept back in. Astapio chips it, far post. Bicycle kick. Goal! Can he trim it? Can he trim it to goal? Ball line ahead. Excellent ball. Header. Save. Cohen. And Jake was been robbed. And even a Jake was got to dap him up. Place to the inside. A little give and go. Pass inside. Shot. And Pizer's able to make a tremendous save.
Unbelievable save.
Oh, good ball. Here we go. He's onside. 18. Jake knocks it over the crossbar. Callie Brown does it again.
Navarro serving. Wonderful ball. What a save by Restrepo. Kaffa had that inside the post.
Hippie able to find his man after a bad play by Josh Phillips, and Kendall McIntosh forced into a good save to keep Reno scoreless.
Reminder, we want to make your fandom of Fresno FC a part of this show. We're searching social media for those hashtags, Somos Zorros, Built for Fresno, and We Are Foxes. We're using these kinds of pictures and videos heading into each commercial break.
The Fresno Football Club Matchday pregame show will be right back after these short messages. Welcome back to the Fresno Football Club Matchday pregame show. This program is sponsored by Tioga Sequoia Brewing Company.
Augustin Cesares, aka Augie, and we're going to introduce him by us playing Connect 4 here and just having some fun. So, Augie, you grew up in Los Angeles, right?
Yes, I grew up in the San Fernando Valley, just a town called Reseda, just a little bit north of LA.
What are your earliest soccer memories?
Pretty much, I started playing in elementary, just because a few of my classmates played, and I just wanted to hang out with them. So it's kind of how I started playing soccer, just because my classmates were playing, so I wanted to be with them.
Okay, so this is a new team, but who would you say is the biggest, you guys are all professionals, who would you say is the biggest athletic freak among the group? Someone that you look at and you're just like, man.
There's a few guys on the team that are extremely athletic. I would say the one that looks the least athletic and surprises you the most is Sam Strong. You look at him and you think surfer kid, like just has no idea what's going on. And then you see him and then like, he's really fast, he's really strong, and he can jump and run, and he surprises you a lot of times.
Who's the one person on this team that you would not want to go on a road trip with?
For sure not rooming with, it would probably be one of my old teammates from Sacramento. Chris Cheney, he's one of those guys that just brings the Xbox and just constantly yelling at it and going crazy. So definitely not. I'm more of like relax in the room, watch a movie, you know, enjoy my my relaxing time. So that would be one of the guys where I would be like, dude, just quiet, just relax. So definitely not.
Fresno's own Christian Cheney.
Yes, Fresno's own.
Who would be the one group or artist that you would want to see in concert?
Ooh, that's a really good question. Probably. Let me see. Last year I saw Pitbull, which I really wanted to see. Probably maybe Kanye West.
What would be one country that you would want to visit?
Probably Spain. Probably Spain or Italy. One of those two countries. Luckily, I've been to Europe. I went to Sweden and Finland, but I would really like to visit like Barcelona, Real Madrid, just because one's because of soccer, but just their culture. I really would want to see how the living style and everything is compared to here. So that'd be one for sure.
What's the best advice you've ever received?
Best advice, personally or like professionally?
Either way.
Professionally, like with our world, as you know, players don't always play. Everyone wants to. So probably best advice would be just keep your head up and keep working. You never know what's gonna happen. And I've really taken that to heart because I've been on both sides of the spectrum where you're playing and things are going great, and on the opposite where just you trying your best and it just doesn't seem to work. So always being positive and always keep working. Best advice I've ever gotten, professionally.
What's your favorite movie?
I have a few actually, and they're all kind of like old school. Back to the Future, definitely.
McFly.
Exactly. 1 and 2 for sure. 3 is like not so much, but I can watch those all day. And all the Harry Potter movies. Same thing. I could sit there and watch all 7 of them back to back.
What is your biggest fear in life?
Fear in life would be, well, I'm afraid of heights, so anything with heights, I don't really like. But most of the fear in life would be to, at the end of the day, when you're old, to be able to enjoy what you had in life. So definitely, if I'm old, not taking all the opportunities that I had, kind of seizing the moment. That would be one of my fears, that maybe I didn't seize an opportunity that I had, or whether it was a travel or adventures. That would be one of them.
Yeah, don't want to look back and have regrets.
Yes, exactly.
We would like to make you, the community, a big part of this show as well by sharing your social media posts from the matches and the hoopla before and after the matches.
The Fresno Football Club Matchday pregame show will be right back after these short messages. Welcome back to the Fresno Football Club Matchday pregame show. This program is sponsored by Tioga Sequoia Brewing Company.
All right, time to meet another one of the Foxes. We got Christian Chaney with us. Christian, local guy, Bullard High. I've talked to you about this before, but what does it mean to you being a part of this first ever professional team in Fresno?
I mean, it means a lot. I've grown up here, so this is my hometown, and growing up, I thought Fuego was the professional soccer here, but just seeing that it's actually finally here, that I grew up here, I played on the Fuego, I was in the process of that, and then with this team coming back here, it's like kind of surreal, when I first heard about it. Like I told you before, it was just something that I didn't expect to happen, not so soon. It's just a blessing, I'm really glad it's here for the city.
When you think back growing up, what are your earliest soccer memories?
Oof. Honestly, it's not the best. I used to remember as a kid, for some reason I always used to toe bash a ball. So when I grew up playing, I was always into basketball and football. I didn't know how to kick a soccer ball, and then one day my mom just put me in soccer, and I just started kicking it with my toe. And I just remember every time I would score a goal, it was with my toe. And now my toes are all, but that's probably the memory that I remember the most, honestly. Growing up as a kid, everyone would always talk about how I always toe bashed the ball.
How old were you when you first started?
I would say 7, just kicking, you know, running around, kicking it, recreational soccer, just playing around with the guys.
Was there a moment in the last couple of years, maybe it's in Sacramento, maybe it's in Fresno, that you thought, you know, I can play on this level, I can?
There was, you know, to be honest, I would say probably not even when I joined the USL, you know, when I was still at the Fresno Fuego and the PDL, and, you know, I started discovering different, you know, abilities that I had as far as the game goes. You know, I started, you know, exploring myself a little bit, and I had one season where I just scored a lot of goals, and from then on I was like, you know, not saying I knew I could play in the next level, but I knew that I was willing to make an effort and make a try at it, you know, so I think it came in the PDL.
If we go off the field, do you have a secret talent, skill, or passion?
Yeah, honestly, I love basketball, man. I mean, not saying I'm the best at it, but I'm definitely not the worst, you know. But I've always grown up with my family and everything. That was probably like my brothers, you know, that's the sport that we played. It was always basketball. That and paintball. I love going paintballing, honestly. It's so fun to me.
Basketball and paintball.
Yeah.
Great combination.
It's crazy, huh? I'm always trying to be active.
What is your favorite movie?
Oof. I have to go with IP Man, Ip Man. I don't know if you know what that is.
No.
It's just, I'm really into like martial arts and like movies that involve like fighting and kung fu and stuff. It's weird, but there's a master. His name's IP Man. You should watch it. It's insane. It's my favorite movie, man. Is that
an American movie or is it foreign?
No, it's like subtitles, like Japanese.
So you guys have this team, a professional team with guys from all over the world. Who do you find to be the most interesting player?
I'd say Sam Strong.
Why is that?
Because this guy, sometimes he's an interesting man. If you meet him, you'll understand what I mean. He's very interesting. From Santa Barbara, California. You know, he's just an interesting man just to talk to. I want to pick his brain a little bit more, but he's so funny to me. He's funny and interesting. He always has the weirdest things to say. It's just, he's an interesting guy.
Your goals moving forward, your ambitions for your future as a pro, what are they?
Obviously to test myself and see and just stay disciplined and see how far I can carry on in this career, in this football career, because, you know, it comes and goes. As easy as it's here, it's easily gone, you know, so I just want to stay consistent in what I'm doing to be here and, you know, staying consistent in what I'm doing to progress. So as far as that goes, just for the season and everything, I just want to just keep improving, you know, and keep progressing, not get complacent with where I'm at right now.
Let's see, is there anything else about Christian Chaney that we should know?
I mean, I get this question a lot going around, like autographs and stuff. Like, yes, I do play Fortnite and I do play like a lot of video games. A lot of people always ask, I don't know why people say like I play video games all the time. Well, I do, but for some reason that's always the thing that people say. But I'm always playing video games. Like, it's just something that I do. So if you guys want to add me, you know, just ask, let them know. I'll give it away. I'll post on Twitter or something so everybody could have it. Because kids always ask me, they come up to me and they're like, hey, you play Fortnite? And I always got to tell them yes, and I always got to write down my gamer tag, and then next thing I know, I got like 30 kids adding me on PlayStation, but it is what it is.
Reminder, we want to make your fandom of Fresno FC a part of this show. We're searching social media for those hashtags, Somos Zorros, Built for Fresno, and We Are Foxes.
The Fresno Football Club Match Day pregame show will be right back after these short messages. Welcome back to the Fresno Football Club Match Day pregame show. This program is sponsored by Tioga Sequoia Brewing Company.
Western Conference standings, Sacramento Republic had the week off, still unbeaten at the top with 14 points. Orange County SC right behind with 13. In third place, Real Monarchs SLC suffered its first loss, falling to Tampa Bay Rowdies. 3 teams with 11 points, including this week's opponent, Phoenix Rising FC. Fresno FC in 9th, one of 3 teams with 10 points. Fox's record 2-1-4. Los Zorros' upcoming schedule. Tonight's game at Phoenix Rising FC here on CW59. Next Saturday at San Antonio FC. That's the first game on Fox 26 KMPH. Fresno FC returns home 4 days later for a midweek game against Rio Grande Valley FC Toros. You can watch that on this TV 26.2. Back on the road Saturday the 12th in Salt Lake City. That's on CW59. Then home Wednesday the 16th for a Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup second round game. Foxes will host the winner of Orange County FC and Santa Ana Winds FC. And enjoy tonight's game. Fresno FC looking to extend that unbeaten streak to 7 games.